Good morning, everybody. I just want to take a moment to show you how you can graph using a table of values in case you don't quite remember. In elementary school, it may have been called a T-chart. So what happens is you have your equation, y equals negative 2x plus 5, and it says use negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2 for x values. What this means is you want to actually create a table of values. We're going to go x and y, and they've already told you what to use for the x values. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. And from there, we're going to put in those values into our equation to figure out the y value. So let's start with the first value at negative 2. So what that means is my y value is going to be negative 2, and then where there's an x, I'm going to put in a negative 2 plus 5. All right, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, and 4 plus 5 equals 9. So that means my y value is 9. I can do the same thing now for negative 1. So negative 2, negative 2, negative 1 plus 5. So negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. And 2 plus 5 is 7. And then I can put a 0 in for my equation. And negative 2 times 0 is 0. And 0 plus 5 is 5. And what you'll see happen, because this is a linear relation, excuse me, is that a pattern emerges in our y value. So I have 9, 7, 5. I can really guess what my next value should be, but I'll still plug it in. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. And then negative 2 times a positive 2, should be a positive 2, plus 5 is going to be negative 4 plus 5, which is 1. And now what I have is I have these coordinate points that I can plot. My first one's going to be at negative 2 comma 9, and then negative 1 comma 7, and then 0 comma 5, 1 comma 3, and 2 comma 1. And if I just go to my grid over here and post these, negative 2 and 9 for one. This is a small grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. And then negative 1 and 7 would be here. And then 0 and 5 is right there. And 1 and 3. Oops, sorry, I did these in the wrong. Oh dear. Good thing I have an eraser. Okay, sorry. Negative 2 and 9 should have been up. So negative 2 and 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 2 and 9, negative 1 and 7, 0 and 5. Oops, that's at 4. So small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3. And then 2 and 1. Okay, and now I should be able to create this straight line that goes through all of it. Now, I knew that was going to be linear because I looked at the equation. Remember that if you look at your equation and there isn't a higher exponent than 1, degree 1, then we know that it's linear. So I knew I was going to put a straight line. What happens, though, if you're asked to graph an equation and it's nonlinear? So again, they've given you the point so you can plug it into your table of values. But I want you to realize you can also go to Desmos for any of your graphing right now to help you out. So Desmos is desmos.com. And if you hit start graphing, from there you can plug in your equation. So if I plugged in negative 2x plus 5, then I can see I have a line, and that is what my equation is. Feel free to use Desmos for this if you're having a hard time creating a table of values. Thanks.